Alright guys, this is a front squat with a front rack position. So we're going to sit up as normal, come under the bar. Okay, see how the hips went forward? We want the hips back. You're in a quarter squat position. You do not want to receive the bar with hips forward as with all lifts. You want to be in a quarter squat position. Knees out over your toes. A lot of people want to lift up the bar. From the very start, your knees are out over the lateral half of your foot. It's better to push them out wider than allow them to come in more medially, right? So towards the middle. We don't want that. We generally want to keep our knee over the outside of our foot in all lift squats. In all squats or lifts that are squat related. Right? So we come under the bar. Once again, the bar sits on the top part of this muscle here, which is the deltoid. And we have our hands outside of shoulder width. So hands move outside of shoulder width on each side. We take a big breath in and we lift our elbows and our chest as high as we can. So you want to puff them right up. Now you've got to keep the tummy on, because if you don't keep the tummy on, you're going to feel a lot of extension and jamming up in this lower portion of your spine, and you don't want that, right? So your tummy's on, and you lift from the top part of the chest. You don't extend from the lower back. That's very important, because you can start aggravating your back here. The movement comes from the top half of the spine, not from the lower half. So Kavita's going to take a big breath in, lift her elbows up, puff her chest up, keeping tummy on. She's going to stand straight up. She's going to take one step back. Feet, like the last front squat, are generally hip width or just outside hip width, but whatever is most comfortable for you. As with all squats, it is a guideline only. If you find it more comfortable going slightly wider or turning your toes out slightly or inwards, wherever it allows you to get the most depth in your squat and keep the best positioning. So from this position, she's going to bring the bar right close against her throat. Take a big breath in. So the bar is not right up against the throat like that. It's just away. If I push the shoulders up and forward, I have a little bit of a gap between the bar. You don't want to be choking yourself, right? You want air. It's generally a good thing to give the body air, right? So we take a big breath in. Bar very close to the chest, tummy on. It's a knee break squat. So she initiates the movement from the knees. Knees are out over the lateral half of the foot. We keep the weight in the midfoot and drive straight up. Good. So if you looked at that squat, you can see the weight shift into her toes. We don't want that. Remember, through all the squats, as you go down, feel that your weight is balanced in your foot. Not in your heels, not in your toes, but right in the middle. You're grounded, you're balanced. Big breath in again. Elbows up, chest up, knee break. Tummy on, tummy on, tummy on. Knees out, knees out, knees out, knees out. Drive straight up. Much better squat that time. We'll just do one more. So big breath in. Lift the chest to the roof. No movement from here. The movement's from the top part of the spine. Drop down, break at the knees. Knees out, feel weight in the foot, and drive straight up. Cool. Back forward and put it down. If you guys are doing that right, the bar should not move forward. If you're filming from the side, the bar moves straight up and down. Same as all lifts. The bar moves straight up and down. If you see the bar starting to tip forward, you're doing a bad job. You can either reduce your movement, or you need to start moving from the right positions so that that bar only moves straight up and down, and the bar does not teeter-totter forward like that, right? Especially on the front squat. If you do this and you start to bow, you put a lot of loading on your shoulders and your back, and it's excessive, and you generally struggle with the lift. So it's very, very important. You want to think about that bar moving straight up and down in a straight line. That is the front squat with a front rack position.